Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you? This is Brenda Cesar Conce. I hope you are all well. I'm going to do a two-in-one video. The reason being, I have been for the past, I think, a week or so, I have been campaigning, okay, for people to donate to a lady, a little girl. She's a girl because she's under, I think she's under 17 or 18. A friend of my, I should say my mother, not a biological mother, but she's like a mother to me. So she's called Auntie Joycey. So she went to a village. It's less than a village because the village has only about 7 to 8 houses. And then she saw this girl, this little girl, but she was in severe pain. She could hardly talk, okay? The girl had some problem with her, I think it's the right breast or so. You understand? One of the breasts. And at that time, the breast was just swollen, pain in her, and it was exposed, and they were doing some kind of traditional healing where they put some leaves on the breast, but she was in so much pain. You could tell because she could hardly talk. So it touched this my mom, called Auntie Joycey. So Auntie Joycey was touched. Auntie Joycey could not, because she went for something else, okay? But seeing that girl, she even had to stop what she went for, and she decided to help her. And she just made a short video and she sent it to me. She said, Brenda, please, we need to help her. And I was like, okay, if not for the lockdown, I would have helped her all by myself. Because one thing, I don't like to ask for help. It's not that I'm proud. I don't know how to do it. I'm not used to it. I'm not comfortable doing it. So, however, I said to her, well, what I will do, I am on social media and I'm a member of so many social media groups. I've got my friends because I don't like calling them my fans. I said, so I will appeal. I will use this video to appeal. However, I don't know what happened. A lot of people, some of them even queried me for appealing. They did not look behind the scene to see the little girl dying. And some of them became very personal, started attacking me personally, saying that why should I ask for funds when I interview the Minister of Information? What has that got to do with interviewing the Minister of Information? I don't know. Even if I ask the Minister of Information for help, if he refuses, does that mean the little girl should die? And I was shocked that many of them were women. And women, we are supposed to have a softer side of us, because some of them say they were ministers of God, prophetess, and things like that. But don't you know that being a prophetess, before you were a prophetess, you were a human being first? Can't you see beyond the child dying? I don't understand. I didn't get it. However, I asked Auntie Joyce because she said that we should go and bring her, because of course there's no medical facility there. She cannot have even food to eat. How much more a hospital or a clinic? So we decided to bring her back to Freetown. And Auntie Joyce went again. Oh, the next time she went there, the thing, an infection or whatever is wrong with her, because up till now we don't know whether it is cancer, whether it is just a fungi infection or something like that. So when she went back, Auntie Joyce was shocked to see that the breast has exploded and is open, is smelling, pus, white substance are coming out of the breast. So she was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? She was panicking, and she called me. I said to her, we'll take a short video because we need to raise funds for her and bring her back. But Auntie Joyce was like, the mom is ill, dad is ill. She was very troubled because Auntie Joyce is in her 70s. And she was like, when I come with this one, if she dies, what will happen? The people will say that I killed her. So she left her there and she decided to come to Freetown to make arrangements so that when the girl comes to Freetown, she will be admitted straight away. It was too much for her to handle. So I said, okay, no problem. And that was exactly what she did. And the following, or 2-3 days later, she sent her grandson to go get her, the little girl. You have to take there is no transportation except you have to hire bikes. So all that involved money. Luckily, a friend of mine by the name of Sylvia Okocha. Thank you very much again, Sylvia. May God Almighty bless you. May God bless your children and your generations yet unborn. She was able to give us £50. You understand? So that £50 we used to get her to Freetown. And then when she came to Freetown, that poor Auntie Joycey, I wish I was in Freetown to help her. That woman, the foot is swollen. She too, she's not all that well. And then look at Satan, her own daughter was admitted at 2 days ago. You know how Satan works, you understand? And but she has to brave it because what she has stated, she thinks, and she said that she has to finish it. So she will not just leave her to die in the village, because that is what will be the outcome. And you all know Africa, she dies there, they're going to say it's the witches. They will not say it's infection or illness. So what's the point for the little girl to die? So Auntie Joyce came with her. They came with her, and Auntie Joyce yesterday was when she came. Immediately they took her to Connaught Hospital, which is our government hospital, which I have to make a whole series about what is happening in that hospital, because I am disappointed. I feel like crying. That is why I have the shades on. I don't want you to see me crying, okay? So Auntie Joyce took her to Connaught. She had to bribe for them to give her somewhere to sleep. Okay, everything is bribery, corruption. Okay, and they gave her a list of medication, including drips and injections and drugs and everything. And she went and bought it. That old woman, with that small money, she had to put her own money. Because I'm coming to something. Because people think I have money. I am not going to lie here. You will see me that I have money. But you are not looking and thinking that all of us, or most of us, have been affected by the lockdown. Some of us are on what is called furlough. We have lost our jobs because, like with me, I work as an accountant. But you will say, accountant, you have money. No, don't do that. Because at the end of the day, the people I work with mainly are construction workers. During the COVID, there are many foreigners, Romanians, Bulgarians, people from the Eastern European country. They went back. They've gone back. There is no work. I have to go for long. For long is where the government subsidizes our salary. But my salary is not like that. It's not up where I used to earn. So here I am here. And now people are saying that, oh, don't you have money? Don't do that. Don't look at Brenda. Look at the child. Some people said that maybe I want to eat their money. It is a disgrace. However, I am appealing on this occasion. The stage we are here, yesterday, luckily we had her talk. I didn't even know that she can talk like that, because I think the painkillers have started working. She's feeling relief. But however, there was a problem, a setback yesterday. Auntie Joyce could not see Connaught Hospital. Auntie Joyce could not see a doctor. 2 days, almost. No doctor to see the little girl. And they said, oh, there's no doctor, so the girl should be discharged. Auntie Joyce was like, why am I going with this child? The child needs to see a doctor. So the whole day she spent down there begging, bribing to see a doctor. This is the order of the day in Africa and in Sierra Leone. That's the government hospital. Until a junior doctor was very abusive to her, that she should leave with the child. And she just was like, she is scared that if she goes with the child and the child dies, people are going to say she brought the child. You know, some people say for ritual or all these kind of things. However, we started liaising with another hospital the whole day yesterday, tried to liaise with another hospital that they will do it privately, and that is the stage we are now. At this present moment, they have a function in that hospital. So today, the girl will be in pain. She will not be able to go to that hospital. So we are appealing so that we have a confirmation that tomorrow she goes immediately for her treatment. She needs to continue her treatment. However, this is where we are now with the little girl. But I still thank God, because no matter what the situation is, I believe that that little girl will be saved. I pray it is not even cancer, because somebody looked at the other breast and they said there is a lump there. So I pray if they do that operation and it is not cancer, no matter what it is, that girl has become our responsibility. I wish I had the funds. I would not be here pleading for you to donate. But I am begging. I am on my knees begging on behalf of the girl, not me. I am not the one ill here. I don't even know her. But because of the connection, Auntie Joyce knows my heart, and she decided to use me to beg or to plead for funds. And that is exactly what I'm doing. I am begging my brothers and sisters, please, let us join hands together. Let us not sit back and that girl die. Let us don't do it. The girl has a whole future ahead of her. She's very brilliant, because I was very happy to hear her talk yesterday. I didn't know that she would talk. Oh, pain, sickness is our enemy, indeed. And she was, when they told her that she should go back home, and she said she's going to die in Freetown until they treat her. She said there's no way she's going back home. She wants her treatment, and then she started giving stories about this thing has started on her for a while now, and even in her own family. She said there are 6 or 7, one died, and then there's no food to eat. They eat only once a day at night before they go back to bed. There is nothing in the village. So she said when it started, and this thing started smelling and things like that, her own brother, or sister said that she's a witch. People think that she's a witch. They don't come near her. So she's not only suffering physically, she did not only suffer physically, but socially in that village. So please, look at the bigger picture. Don't look at me. In most cases, I even advise people, especially in America, only people here or in Europe that can use wall limits because it's cheaper, Western Union, things like that, that can, if you want, you send money to me. But please, it is better to send money, people in America, to send money to Auntie Joyce. I haven't got Auntie Joyce's number, unfortunately, but I have my number, the other number on my head, which is you can add +44. I live in the UK, and that's my country code. +44 7450 952 289. Okay, you can catch me on that number. You can send a text preferably, because now during the day I've got a lot that I do. That number, I don't use it. Okay, so the number again is +44 7450 952 289. Unfortunately, I don't have Auntie Joyce's number, but you can send me a text and I can give you Auntie Joyce's number. So if you want, you can just transfer the money directly to Auntie Joyce, because here, one thing, Auntie Joyce needs to be cooking for her. She has used the money to buy clothes for her. She's from that kind of place. Nothing, no clothes, no food, nothing. She has to buy Lucozade, something to boost her immune system, because I forgot to mention she has like boils, sores all over her body, infection all over her body. Yesterday, fortunately, we were able, at least in Connaught Hospital, to wash her, deal with the breast that is now open and badly infected. Okay, so thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I know we can do it. I told ourselves, as Africans, the Sierra Leoneans, not only Africans, wherever you are, please have mercy and let that heart of helping each other, let it be with you, so that you can help that little girl in the village. We don't know what she's going to be in the future. She might just be the first female president of Sierra Leone. She might be a humanitarian herself after going through that. She might just, because I told them that when she is well, I'm going to sponsor her to finish her education, because she stopped school in, I think, class 4 or so, according to what she said. So that is it. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. And next audio I'm coming up with, I'm going to talk about, because yesterday we talked about losing weight. But today we are going to talk about, what are we going to talk about? Okay, when I come, then we'll see. Okay, thank you very much. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. What is my name? It is just Brenda Conte. And you can just click, because I'm going to share this one on the link, or you just type Brenda Conte. You know my face by now. You see my face there. And then you please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I want it to go live as quickly as possible, so that we'll start interacting. That is the only place I will be answering your question. You know, on WhatsApp and things like, I don't like answering questions, but there, I promise you, I will answer your question. Some of the live show, you will ask me questions on live, and then I will answer. And please don't forget to subscribe to Clevinan. You people are forgetting. We are going to close it soon. It is free for now, the dating group. People have started interacting with each other. Oh, I can see love in the air. And that is what makes life go on. We all need a bit of love. And thank you again for those of you who have subscribed. Don't worry, I told you I'm going to start soon. We just want people to enter, especially the women, African women. Why now? That's why I like some, especially Sierra Leonean women. Why are you shy? You don't have a man. Go there and find your partner. You never know. And it's not only about finding your partner. We have a lot to offer on Cleveland. People can blog. You can blog well. And according to how you blog, you can have companies who you will be blogging for. You'll have money. We have radio show like I have Radio 8 there on Cleveland, which I used to interview the minister. By the way, the feedback was powerful. He loved it because I made him comfortable. Other people are after me. I cannot ask all the questions just in a space of 30 minutes. And I'm going to interview the mayor soon. And I have more people that I'm going to interview. People say that I'm SLPP because I interview the minister. But you are going to be shocked when I'm going to interview people from your party, because Brenda, I stand for green, white, and blue force. That is the party that I am going to vote for. I am going to vote for the party called Mama Salon. Mama Salon is bigger than APC or SAP or NGC or whatever party, and that is what I stand for. This is my party's color. Okay, so please, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to my YouTube channel and also the notification button. That thing that looks like a bell, billing, press it, okay? And also share. Help me to share. You are my brother, you are my sister. And share so that we will hit that number when we will go live. Pooh! And then you are going to learn a lot from me, because this is Brenda. I can cook well. I can talk about animals. I've got my cats. I can talk about the garden. I can talk about nutritional value. Losing weight, I've started because I'm going to start on live with you next week, Monday. I've got my C9 here. I have started losing weight because where I used to drive to, I am walking, and we are going to do a program on that. The next program that I'm going to do as well on Cleveland, I am going to teach you some techniques how to get money, because I am well knowledgeable in the field of accounting. I have met a lot of people who I knew came to this country with nothing, and they are millionaires. So I am going to come out with some of the secrets of how to earn money quickly. Don't just be working, especially where I am going to tell you the tax implication of, for instance, owning a company versus being self-employed. I am going to tell you ways of raising funds for your business. I am going to tell you ways that you can go around to make your business go. I am going to tell you investments that are very good. For instance, if you decide to buy a rental home, the kind of rental home you should buy that will give you benefits with regards to taxation, and the areas you should buy the rental home in the United Kingdom, whereby you are going to make more money. I am coming with a lot of things for you, and I am going to tell you how to spice your relationship. I am going to tell you what to be looking for when you want to get married to a man or a woman. And I will be coming with football advices. I don't know more about football, but what Brenda wants to know, Brenda can learn, because I don't limit myself. I can sit there out there with the children and they will teach me football. That is how I am, and that is how I learn. I look at animals, I look at trees, I look at children, what they say, I listen. And that is why I am so knowledgeable, because I don't limit myself. I open my brain to learn, and that is why this big head, God did not give it to me because God wants to give me a big head. He gave it to me so that I will be putting all this information on this my big head. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. And I forgot, my nose is big for a purpose. When I had COVID-19, I could breathe. If my nose was like this, I would have died. So please, when you have something that you don't like, remember God put it there for a purpose. One day, it is going to benefit you. When I was a child, my lips, you see, thick lips. My brothers used to say, look at your lips. They would draw my lips. I would cry. Now people are injecting. They are paying billions. And I have a natural thick lip. So don't despise yourself. God gives you everything. It's beautiful. God made everything nice and beautiful. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please subscribe to my channel. I love you. Love you. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.